What's up? Good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another Commercial Trucking Chronicle. Thursday, the 18th. Today to be 18th. My son's birthday was yesterday. Waking up this look, I still might have to take me another Tylenol because I'm still in some pain. I can't wait till the pain go away. But on top of the pain that I'm feeling, my physical body, my heart is heavy this morning, man. I'm not even going front. If you know, you know. You know. If you know, you know. So, anyway. Here on the job, so I'm the first one here, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm just today heavy-hearted this morning, and toward the holidays, it's that season, right? It's that time of the year. They say 'tis the season to be jolly. I mean, I could be honest with you. Uh, ain't been a jolly, uh, and it ain't been a holly jolly Christmas in forever. Since forever, it ain't never been a holly jolly Christmas. Okay, it's never been one. It's always been fake. Of course, we can get into all of that, but you know, and most people in relationships, typically around the holidays, you know, since it's such a fake ass holiday, most people are, they got that fake holiday smile. You know what I'm saying? When you get in the pictures, you don't want to get in and take with people, and you just be like, this actually is fake. Fake shit. And like a lot of people, like most people, will fall out of a relationship or fall out of the, the courtship around the holidays. They're looking to get out of it anyway. To like, listen, the holidays are coming. Oh, damn. I heard a dude say, like a court date coming up. Holidays are like a court date. Christmas is like a court date. It's like, man, I need a continuance, man. Miss me with that shit, man. I'm done. I'm all set. You know, and it's fake. It's so fake that people will put on the fake face, and and so my heart's heavy. But that's to be. I guess for me personally, it was I should have expected. Good morning, you guys. Amid Khalid Soul Rider. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Cheetos. Thanks for joining. Mel Lance. I can't. Macau. I tried. Darknet. What's up? What's up? I'm just talking about how fake it is right now for how fake the holidays is and how fake people gonna fake it. People gonna, there's just not a lot of genuine feelings that surround this time of year because a lot of stuff is forced on the people. You're forced to go out and spend money you don't want to. You're forced to be in the presence and or the company of people that you otherwise don't want to deal with. You know, you're going to parties like, oh you're going to the Christmas party, and that shit bullshit. I don't even want to be there because the motherfuckers go, and so like people are really kind of carrying a kind of, I don't want to say a dark, you know, carrying dark energy, but there's a lot of it in the air. But I'm doing well, Paige and Abby. Appreciate you guys for joining me. Yeah, thanks for the likes, you guys. Appreciate that. During this time of year, there's the daylight thing. You know what I'm saying? Is we're getting more daylight right now, but people are going into a psychological depression state. Kind of right now, and as we get ready to go into a new year, a lot of that's going to change because we're getting daylight time back. But just think about it. People are really at the moment kind of, all the lights and all the decorations is not doing it for people. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't doing it for me. Even if and then it's also like, oh well, don't worry about the gifts. Be glad that you still got, you still in the presence of, those people that are still gathering together. I get that, but there's still a lot. Everybody gathering together. Everybody got some hurt that they kind of are dealing with and holding on to. And then they putting a fake face on just because it's the holidays, bro. Like, come on, let's just not do that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I kind of should have expected these feelings to be, to be something I'm gonna have to deal with. So a lot of people, because when the holidays do come up, right? And that's if you celebrate the holidays. You don't even gotta celebrate. You could just be, all right, guess what? I'm not into all of that. I'm not hanging up new lights. I'm not doing none of that stuff. Why? Because I don't believe in it. It's all a bunch of crap. It's all a bunch of fake stuff. I'm not doing that. And as it gets closer, just like your court date, you want to continuous push that out a couple months. I don't need to deal with that right now. So I feel like that right now too. But you gotta, do you have to? I just want it to all be over with already. Look at that dude right there, man. That parked his daggone car right on this road where we got to finish working today. There you go, right down. Got Virginia plates. He got that little Charger. Funny style, the paint job. I see it. I hope this dude don't be here. He left, so he ain't gonna be in the way today. I'm at work, and of course, the workplace is another one of the places where there's all the fake and the phony, especially around the holidays too. Especially if you go into a Christmas party or whatever, you're gonna go there and be around people that you don't want to deal with, you can't stand, stuff like that. And if you guys agree, man, just run up those likes, man, because I'm not sitting here telling you nothing but the truth. But yeah, it's like now I'm looking forward to the daylight. It's feeling good too. It does feel good to get more daylight. And I don't know what it is, but the sun and the light is the truth. So you know what I'm saying? It's going to guide you, and you'll be able to find your way. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the darkness in your life around this time of year. And it's funny that they have these holidays around that time of year when people do have psychological effects of, I'm not gonna try and figure that out because it's taking a lot of energy from me. But it will take some energy if you let it. I'm not gonna let it. But how y'all doing this morning, man? Is y'all ready for this to be over with? You ready to just jump into this new year and you know what I'm saying? Are you ready for the for people to take that mask off and just show you who they really are. Because that's what they're doing right now, man. They're gonna show you who they really are. Better believe that. I just had a rude awakening, you know, this morning. Check my messages. Read in between the lines and read all of the lines. I guess I should have, because I'm doing all right today. Paige and Abby. Nervous about that meteor, that's getting here tonight. Oh, so it's tonight. Man, there's a lot of stuff that's creeping up on us, man. You know what I'm saying? Age is creeping up on me. I'm getting older. The meteor creeping up on the planet. Holidays are creeping up on you like their court date. You know, we can't run from these things, man. We can't run from these things, man. So we just gotta find that, find that inner voice that's going to be able to kind of help us to figure out how we're going to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Frog Milk says, you think they would tell us if it was going to hit the earth? The meteor? Nah, I don't think they will. I don't think they might try to go ahead and get if it doesn't hit the planet. I can sit here right now and say, man, I hope it just come directly hit this one. Because we need it. Some people need that. But I don't want to feel the effects of no crap like that, because it's going to affect everybody. But I don't think that they will get up here nationally and tell us that. But you get a little bit of information here and there about what you're talking about. So since it's not going to hit, they're not going to say anything. And it was a false alarm the whole time. And kind of a fear tactic, basically. Right? This morning, I don't know, people get up on the wrong side of the bed. You get up on the wrong side of the bed and then you hear there's a meteor about to hit this month. You're like, man, you know what? I don't even care, bro. Hit this month. And there's a lot of people that are really at that point, and that's where they are. You know what I'm saying? Because let's just face it, the people that we dealing with, in our everyday life, some of them is just, kind of like become so much a nag or an aggravation. I try not to nag anyone. I try not to be too much in nobody's business or in their face, I try to make videos and stuff because I wanted to reach you guys and let you know what's going on out here. As you can see, we work, we go hard, and all of this for what though? You know what I'm saying? For what? The best part of my day a lot of times is coming up here, having a cup of coffee, and engaging with you guys, man. The rest of what I do, I just do this because I ain't doing it for nobody no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I done did so much for so many people, bro. They don't appreciate that. So this is just for me. So I got something to do to keep going and, help me sustain my life. Holidays have come. Guess what? I can care less. I don't have a list of nothing I'm going to buy for anybody. I do have people that I care about and wish them well. I ain't got nothing to give you other than a hug, right? And I might be out of hugs. You know what I'm saying? After today, who never knows, especially if the meteor hits, ain't no hugs for nobody after that, And I might be like, damn, hit. You know what I'm saying? I hope it's a direct hit. Yeah, that's true. The way things are, people are going to stay inside, don't trust nobody. It's tough to find people that you can trust. You got people that's, they'll fall in and out of a relationship, fall in and out of love, looking for trust, looking for love, looking for companionship, looking for validation, and you don't find it, but you exhaust yourself chasing that shit, man. I'm done chasing that shit, man. I got a family. I've had I had a whole life. I have a whole life. I'm 54, and I've had a very, very. I put a lot of miles. I got a lot of miles under the hood. So what I'm saying. I done been around the world, and I can't find my baby. It's crazy to think that at the end of the day, you just really want that companionship with just someone that you can confide in and talk to. It don't got to be a relationship. Sometimes people just need someone to talk to. People need someone to listen to them. People want to get some feed, they want to they're looking for that reciprocation of what. And that's why they came up with the AI shit, man, because you can't find it in humans no more. People they tapped out of being, compassionate, bro. I'm there. I'm at that point. I'm not gonna lie, right? So I can say, man, I don't care. You come telling me your problems, I don't care. Go talk to ChatGPT about that shit. And especially this holiday season too, man, you don't come around. You got fake tears. No, these are real tears. I'm hurting. My feelings are hurt. I got feelings too. Guess what? Nobody cares. Right? They didn't care all this time when I was doing all this hard work, giving it my all. I could have a whole big house on the hill right now that I done provided for some people. And that's my personal life. I could work 100 damn years at the same job and be, you know what I'm saying, like employee of the month. They'll let me go like that. So, and then I'm like, but I got all these bills. I got all this stuff going on. And everybody care about that shit, man. And ChatGPT won't care, but they give it to you straight. At least they give it to you straight. Whatever. AI will give it to you straight. And it's sad, man. It's really sad, bro. But it's true. But no, the harsh reality is that a lot of people, they I think we should have seen this coming. A lot of us that, bitterness became very sweet, right? And people thirst. People have a sweet tooth, man. If you got a sweet tooth, and you want to be, being bitter is, bittersweet, and people, they like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what really kind of stimulates people nowadays, man. Being bitter as you can, And I try not to come off to be a bitter. I'm not a bitter person, There's only a few people. There's not really many people out there who are very selfless, because most people are selfish. No, there's not very many people today that really still give their all, or are willing to give their all to any given situation, just because, like, the people are not like, I need something in return. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and you can say, like, yeah, that's the law of nature and stuff, right? It's got to be some kind of circle of life. You give and then you receive. Well, I'm not going to say that I could work for, this company here. They take care of their drivers. And we're not even looking. I'm not talking about the driving where you work at. That was a comparison. You know what I'm saying, to like where you got people that don't care out here. You got people that, and some, you have people that they do not care. Because they're more concerned about themselves. And so if you're concerned about yourself, you're not really making time for too many other people. I would say, you know what? If you want to stay if you want to stay indoors, if you want to not be, if you want to not communicate with the rest of the world, you want to be a Grinch. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Uh, I just I we're not promised tomorrow anyway. So I mean, you got to live your life like it's your last life. Like it's your last each life. Live your life as if it's your last. Each day, live each day as if it's your last day. Today could be the last day for some of us. In fact, today's going to be the last day for some people. You know what I'm saying? Um, so don't. I mean, somebody might need to hear this, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't pass up a good opportunity if you can to go ahead and make an effort to change yourself in a moment that you otherwise, would be struggling with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm struggling, I mean, because my peace ain't gonna come. Is your peace, my peace? None of that is gonna come from an outside force. It has to start from within. It's not gonna come from another person. It's not gonna come from a gift. You might get happy about the gift you get, but like I know, you know what I'm saying? It once meant something, but for how long? A lot of times it's people are like that come into your life. You once meant something, but for how long? As long as they can use you, as long as they can get what they can get from you. That's when you mean something to them. You don't mean nothing to nobody after that. If they can't get nothing from you, you don't mean nothing to them. You see what I'm saying? And you could be the most kindest person, most giving person in the damn world, right? The most understanding. You could be the worst person. So live each day like it's your last. Today, just do something that's going to help put yourself back into a better perspective, of the life you live and how you look at life as a whole. Because when you can't come back, you can't you can't make things right that were wrong at that point. You know, I'm like, so maybe sometimes it is good to kind of just separate you, and it is good to separate yourself from anything that you might feel deemed as being toxic. You know, if it's too much for you to be like right now. I know there's a lot of people that are just going through so much. They're out here, uh, barely making it, and then you have people, the haves and the have-nots or whatever, during the holiday season. And some, people, it's just too much for them to deal with this time right now. As it was approaching and as it gets closer, like I said, it's like a court date. You're not trying to show up, man, but you guys show up, right? And let me tell you, man, sometimes you just got to get out and go for a walk and clear your mind and stuff like that. Get in tune with nature. Taking some fresh air. It's not all bad, right? Some things will let those things trouble us, but then again, what I'm saying, they really don't have uh, such a big impact. It's like, it's only as much as you feed into these situations or even in people in your life. If you don't feed into them, then they don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? If you mean something, it's hard to let go. It's hard to let go, sometimes of those people that mean something to you, you know, that really have meaning to you. It's hard to let that person go, but if it's not being reciprocated, then you know what? You gotta go. You gotta go. Because I have to put myself first, right? I have to put myself first. And I see these people out here. I tell you, this neighborhood, they got the walking club. These people are walking, which is good. At that age, they need to be out here walking and doing something. I'm not sitting laying in bed all day at that age. I hope that's not what you're gonna do. What's up, boss? All right. All right, good morning to you too. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. Cool, dude. So, all right, man, I'm about to go. About to go. But, like I said, you've seen it live and you know what I'm saying, go back, check it out, read it, some of the comments. That's all. I gotta go. That's all for now. I appreciate you guys for joining me. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the comments. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? And don't let nobody you know, don't let nobody still try to keep your peace sacred, you know what I'm saying, stay joyful. Even this is, you know, this is time, 'tis the season to be jolly, right? Yeah, that's some bullshit.